Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal. In this video, we will take a look how Nvidia did today and what should we expect Nvidia to perform tomorrow and rest of the week. We'll also take a look Nvidia related news and other AI stocks. And also we'll talk about economic data due this week that can impact Nvidia and overall market. Now, let's get started. On your screen, you are seeing NVIDIA stock chart for today. NVIDIA opened at 902, made a high 922, made a low 892, and closed at 903. That is 0.0077% up. And this is in line with my last week conversation. If you remember, the last week I had an opinion that Nvidia will move sideways early this week. I was not expecting Nvidia to go too high or too low early this week. Now moving on to 5-day, Nvidia went down 3.82%, 1 month 6.01% up, 6 months 101% up. On 6 months, you see the steep curve. As I mentioned last week, after making an all-time high, Nvidia did not do a good correction. Good correction means at least 23% correction based on the Fibonacci level. We'll talk about Fibonacci levels in a bit. Regarding my position, remember last week I advised you guys that I had a limit buy position at 855. Today I also had a limit buy position at 855, but Nvidia did not go down further. Tomorrow, once I take a look pre-market session, I'll try to put another limit buy position for tomorrow. Now let's talk about technical charts. On your screen, you are seeing 30-day, 30 minutes interval chart. The lowest point it made was 667 and the highest point Nvidia made was 972 in last 30 days. RSI at this point is 48. It doesn't tell about oversold or overbought condition at this point. Now let's take a look MACD. You see MACD chart. You see that MACD in past few days touching the zero line. That tells that not enough momentum on Nvidia to take it further high or further low at this point. So in general, when a stock is on the consolidation mode or doing sideways for so many days, it's trying to build momentum to go further down. Now let's take a look hourly chart. So in the hourly chart, same situation. From later last week, Nvidia slowed down. See MACD stretching the zero line and going in parallel. So saying that Nvidia doesn't have enough momentum to go in either direction. So there is some chance that Nvidia might go down a little bit. Now let's draw Fibonacci levels and take a look support and the resistance levels. So I have drawn some Fibonacci levels starting from 0% to 100%. This is my lowest point for last 30 days and the highest point is 962. As I mentioned last week that the first support level was 892 and you see that today Nvidia tried to touch 892 but it could not go further down. Okay, so it started going up. So this tells me 892 is a good support level. So if it breaks 892, the next support level is 849. So if Nvidia does not get enough upside momentum, it will try to go down to test this level. Let's see what happens the rest of the week. On the upper side, the next strong resistance is 962. So if it gets momentum, it will try to test 962 sometime this week. But at this point, it doesn't look like that's happening. In this chart, I have drawn Bollinger Bands. It has upper bands and the lower band and 20-day moving average, the green line. Okay. At this point, you see Nvidia chart is stretching the green line, the 20-day moving average. So this tells that Nvidia stock at this point is aligned with the 20-day moving average. And this tells that the supply and demand pressure are balancing out each other very well. The supply and demand pressure are in equilibrium at this point. Now let's take a look some news regarding Nvidia. On the left side of your screen, you are seeing these news regarding Nvidia. So I went over one by one. Again, today I do not see any significant news, other than some news that's positive for Nvidia. For example, let's take a look at this one. The Bank of America analysts are very positive about Nvidia and Broadcom leading the AI market. The other one is this one that says that Microsoft is planning to have a big data center and that's going to benefit Nvidia and other AI stocks. That's good news for Nvidia. Now let's talk about other AI stocks. Starting from the SoundHound, you see SoundHound 5.6% down, AMD 1.58% up, SMCI 2.69% up, Avago 1.87% up, Nvidia 0.01% up. So most of the AI stocks are positive today, and that's a good thing for the start of the week. In my opinion, Avago could be a good potential buy if it drops below 1300. Watch for it. Now let's take a look economic data due this week. So starting from Monday, I do not see any significant or any important data coming up. Monday, Tuesday, nothing much. Wednesday, nothing significant. Thursday, initial jobless claim, but that's not going to impact the market big time. Friday we have this data, US non-farm payroll, and that's very important. Based on my observation the last few months, I noticed that non-farm payrolls impacted the market if the numbers come higher or lower than the expectation. Other than that, on Friday, I do not see any other significant data. This means that from today until Friday, no big data is coming up that can shake the market. So if I summarize today's discussion, at this point, the supply and demand forces are balancing each other out very well. So no significant upside or downside pressure on Nvidia at this point. But since Nvidia, since past few days, are moving sideways, so there is some chance that Nvidia is building some pressure to go further down. And that's my assessment. So that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.